What is going on, everybody? Back again. So today we got a new video. Pretty darn excited about this one. As if you can't tell from the thumbnail and the title, I went ahead and I'm upgrading the 360 cooler that's inside my build. If you guys haven't seen that build, I'll go ahead and put a little thing right up here for you. But as you guys have known, if you guys have followed the channel for a while, I have been using the Cooler Master ML360R RGB. Now, newer ones have came out with digital screens, but as you guys know, I am a AORUS or Gigabyte fanboy, and I wanted to turn my entire build to incorporate most of their components. Well, when this thing came out, definitely wanted to get my hands on it. It's always been sold out. Well, I was able to get one, and with having that digital screen in there, definitely gonna be a killer upgrade to the build. Plus, you know, the ARGB fans have an ARGB motherboard, so it's definitely gonna be fun. So let's get to it, get unboxing. So in the box, you open it, you're gonna have all your stuff. Has some great instructions. This is the 360 model, so it has tells you everything you need, tells you how it's gonna go, tells you what it's for. So obviously this one right here, the 1105X, which in our case we're using an Intel chip. It is the 1151 socket, so we'll be using that. And it also has the instructions in here for AMD. So if you want to change the bracket out, you change the bracket out so that way you can have AMD stuff. So the instructions are pretty detailed. Headers are pretty good, so you don't have to worry about anything. They are pretty darn detailed, I'll have to say. I mean, Gigabyte does a pretty, decent to do that. Now, with that, as you can see right here, these are the three type of components. So if you are looking to get this type of thing, you're going to need to have these. The LED header, which will be the ARGB header. Your fan headers, that's not really a problem, but this is SATA power, so having an extra SATA port that you have open and a USB 2.0 port on your motherboard open, so that way this thing can draw power from it. All right, so enough of the instructions. See what you get when you open a box. So this is a 60 mil. So when I say 60 mil, it's 60 mils up from the actual CPU itself, and you get 3 fans in there. Again, like I said, they are ARGB fans. They are a 4-pin, as you can see, PWM fan. Now these are, you cannot buy these fans. These are like separate. These are branded for Gigabyte or AORUS, and if you can't tell, they are their little WindForce ones, the same ones that you put on your that come on their coolers. So that's pretty neat. So it's a different design. Wish they would sell these by themselves, because I'd get out my entire rig with that. So anyways, you get all your components, all your screw-ins, everything like that. You have your other cable. There's your USB 2.0. Then you have your fan splitters right here that come out, all that stuff. Here's your, so it's a 3 fan splitter, so it gives you that. You get your other ones that come through, so that way you can plug those up into the controller. But let's go ahead, we'll get everything out. That way you guys can see everything by itself, and we'll get it put into the build and look at it. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so just quick update. As you can see, got the PC taken apart, got the graphics card taken out, got the old cooler taken out. Had to take out the box piece, or else I'd have to take out the motherboard. But the great thing about this case, if you guys don't know, there's so much freaking room back here. So anyways, go ahead and show you what I got done. I do have the fans put on, so what I'm going to end up doing is I am going to switch. I'm going to be pulling in air here, pulling in air here, and blowing out here. So I'm going to put the radiator and all the fans right there. The other up here fans right here. I'm going to swap those out, so that way they're up here. So yeah, it looks good. Fans are on there. Really great design. I like how close everything is. Unlike how the Cooler Master was, there is, minimal gaps, but they're there. And these right here, make sure that it reduces and gets all the air into the vents. So installation seems pretty easy. Again, I got everything routed out the side, so that way easy to route through into the case. So yeah, stay tuned. I'll show you when I actually get it put back in up into here, and we'll go ahead and do a boot so you guys can see it. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so fans are up, getting ready to put it in. Another thing, I was going to do a whole video on this, but there's a whole bunch of them on YouTube if you guys are looking. I'll put a pretty decent one. Gamers Nexus did one that was really good for these. But IC graphic thermal pads, tired of having the thermal paste in there. Still got to clean a little bit of it out. This right here, these things work really well. Every video that I've seen, they work. And for Intel, you're going to want that 30 by 30 millimeters. For AMD, I would definitely get the 40 by 40. So this obviously is a 30 by 30 since I have an Intel chip, but you literally just put it on there and this is your thermal paste. Instead of all that nasty thermal paste, this will work. And I've seen temperatures really well, especially in videos with the same type of chip I have, or even testing with the 9900K. So I know this is about the cooler, but just wanted to show you I am going to be putting this on there instead of thermal paste. So let's go and get the cooler in. Let's get it going. Let's get a boot. All right, guys. So got it on. Was going to do a full boot with it, but it takes a little while to initialize. So just note that it does take a second. Let's go ahead and bring it over. So what you guys can see right now, I have it on enthusiast mode, and I'll show you what you got to look for. So you're going to have to download the AORUS engine, which if you have a graphics card, you're going to have also the graphics card, as you can see right here, VGA, but you'll have the liquid cool. This is where you can customize everything from your fan speed. I already did a custom one, your pump, and it's pretty quiet. And you can ensure you have all those things on there. So you can select from CPU temp, which is what I have on there right now, as well as the enthusiast mode and the CPU model name, which I don't think I really need that. So what I can do right here, as you guys see right there, it does say CPU Intel 8700K 37C. Right now, I'm gonna go ahead and add this in and just do, so you can actually add all of them. So it looks like you can only add CPU temp or, well, that sucks. Or maybe you can. I'll just have to play around with it. But CPU name, CPU temp, this is how you'll rotate it. If you want to do your custom image, you'll do your custom image right there, as well as your custom text, your large font. Then you just push apply and it goes ahead and does it. Now, when you go back and you want to do all your sync, you have an RGB fusion right here. So if you want to do just the pump, you click on the pump, you have everything for it. As you see, everything in the case changes to the digital and everything else is syncing. Now, what you have right here, you have your enthusiast mode. So enthusiast, I'm on enthusiast 2 right now. So if I go to enthusiast 1, that's 1 right there. Enthusiast 2 you already saw. There's enthusiast 3. Pretty neat. Your function mode, so we'll say all the stuff, pump status, tells you everything, and it will cycle through, so that way you can see it. So you actually can change the color of the writing if you want. So this just tells you everything on there. Your fan speed, it's obviously on a cut, tells you, that's pretty cool. It tells you your custom curve, and I do have it on balanced for, as you guys can see, on the pump. So that's pretty neat. 6 cores, 12 threads, tell you the whole thing. That's pretty neat. I like that. And then, as you see, as I changed it, it lets you put more stuff on here. So there you go. So now if you put that on there, you push apply. Now I'll actually show, there you go, 4.9 right now, because I'm not hitting at 5 gigahertz. That's pretty cool. And you can change, obviously change the color right here to whatever you want. So if we want to do blue, whatever, it's going to stay as a static on that one. So that's the only thing. So if you make sure, if it is on that, your fans will not be on a static, and those fans are moving. So, I mean, with where it's at, I mean, I can go right here into fan speed. Okay, let's push apply. So right now the fans on here, you see it's on enthusiast. I kept the function color, but if I want to go into like a gradient color, so color shift, let's go to gradient. It's going to change that. That's pretty neat. Default color. You can do the speed, the whole thing, push apply. Do like the rainbow, but I want that real slow. And then everything else, I actually can do the same thing to get everything to sync. So I'll just have to get everything syncing down here. There we go. Now it's all syncing. And like I said, I put the up here fans, so these are blowing intake. Those are also intake, and these are exhaust fans. So with that being right there, I really like that. I'm probably gonna do a custom hyperprotect on there, but you know, that's pretty cool. So hey, if you guys like the video, you got any questions about it, hey, give me a thumbs up. Really appreciate it. Hey, if you're brand new to the channel, just stopping by, appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. And as always, I'm Hyperprotect, and until next time.